What's up, everybody? In this video I'll tell you guys how to make money on a low level Ironman. In my opinion, in one of the better ways. Is this the best way? Not really, but in my opinion, if you want to keep things simple and just gotta get to it, I think this is a pretty good way, and I'll lay my opinions and thoughts about this in mere moments. Alright, so the way to actually make money on an Ironman, as a member, of course, when you're a low level account, in my opinion only, and that is by doing Agility Pyramid. Now, Agility Pyramid requires at least level 30 agility. Disclaimer, that's the minimum requirement. If you'll do this from level 30 like I did this ever since level 30 till level 70, that's all I did. You will fail quite a bit. You'll fall, you'll take some damage, but you'll still make some money. Now, there's always this kind of discussion on the interwebs, at least of what I heard of people speak on, like the subreddits or whatnot. They always think like they try to figure out the best level to do this from. And I could say that it's the best, if it's all possible. Doing this from level 60, I think is pretty good. You'll fail quite a bit less, and you'll be making some sustained amount of money. If I'm not mistaken, you can make around 100,000 gold per hour here, which is pretty good. But that, will you do that from level 60 depends on you. I did it from level 30. And like I said, it was kind of painful, but I got around it. So, like I said, level 30 is what's required here to actually get going, and really that's all you really need to do this. But if you want to do this, and kind of sustain yourself doing this, you'll obviously need water skins. Because if you don't have water skins, you'll die of thirst, obviously. So I have 5 athletes here. This is kind of a setup, the 10 lobsters and 5 water skins. I think it's more like, this is what you'll actually be going for if you're kind of low level, because in terms of combat levels and agility, because you'll be consuming more food than water skins. So, generally speaking, the higher the level, the more water skins you need, then the less food you need. But as a lower level, this is what you kind of have to look forward. More food than water skins, and yeah, that's all you really need here to do the laps here. And if you notice what I'm doing in the video, actually is actually doing the whole thing and kind of showing you how it works. You really just go clockwise on top of the tower, and your goal is to reach the summit, and you'll get a piece of like a pyramid top piece or something, which is gold. And you'll be able to turn it in for 10,000 golds each, gold pieces each, and really that's the way you make money here. And that's why I think this is a good way to make money, because it does not depend on any outside influence. This requires no shops. This requires no collecting, or if there's a million people here, it won't matter. You'll still make the same amount of money. Because this is a purely in-game content that, like I said, does not require any really stock manipulation or something like that. So it always works, and that's why I think it's a pretty decent, man, in my honest opinion. And I did this from level 30, like I said, 5 times already, and I made a lot of money here. And to prove the point here, I'm gonna be here at the summit in just a moment. As you can see, I have not failed once. And when you fail an obstacle, usually when you go clockwise, for example, if you kind of trip or something, you fall down one level lower, so you have to go back up, and it's kind of like this perpetual cycle. But you always get XP, so it's really just a case of not really reaching the summit to actually make money. But once you do, you just you collect it. And you go again, you go back down. Don't forget to do this, because if you don't, it won't respawn the pyramid top. And then you go here. As you can see, I did 359 laps here from level 30, and this is all I did. I did not do any rooftops. And you just turn it in, and it's 10,000 golds each. Pro tip, don't collect too many of those because they weigh quite a bit, so collect maybe 2 or 3, and then and then cash them out, because if you collect them like your full inventory, your run energy will go down quite a bit. So that is, it will generate the same at the proper speed. It's just that you won't be able to use it for quite some time because you'll be weighing like 100 kilograms. All right, so yeah, that's really the requirements. You actually need only like 30 agility to do this, and it's pretty relaxing. I think it's actually pretty fun. Like let's talk about that. I think it's a fun way to make money, because some money making methods are kind of tedious and they don't really make sense, and you kind of don't really get XP from it, especially as a beginner. And this kills 2 birds with 1 stone. You make money, right? Which is what we want, but you also get some agility XP. But to do this rather efficiently, you have to figure out a banking method. So if you don't have a bank around this place, which is in the desert, you have to go to Lumbridge and come back here using fairy rings. If you have, it'll take quite a bit. So you have to unlock some banking potential, and there's 2 places to do that. You can either unlock a place called Narda, which is east of here, and you have to do some kind of quest for it. I don't recall. I don't think it's too high of requirements, but there's a quest. And there's also a place that's south. I think it's called Menefos. There's also a bank, but if I could choose one, I think the Narda one in the east is quite better because it's quite closer. And yeah, that's all you really need to get here. As far as to actually get to the pyramid, you can use you can use the rugs from the Alcarith. Go to Polovnich, and if you have the quest unlocked, go to Menefos, or like I did, I just used the fairy rings, and I got to a fairy ring which is in Narda. I don't quite recall the exact code for it, but yeah, you can get here using fairy rings, and that's really all there is to it, pretty much. Yeah, and I do know, guys, that I could just make this video like 2 minutes long and be done with it, but I like to hear myself talk, so there you go. Anyways, guys, I hope this method will help you out making some money on an ironman, because I know it's a kind of a pain in the butt in the beginning. You're like, what I gotta do? And when I started this account almost 3 years ago, I was always like thinking like, how do I make that money? And once you get this figured out, once you do some agility pyramid, you make some money. You'll do Slayer. I'm 87 Slayer here. You really won't have to worry about money too much afterwards. So that's pretty much all you gotta do, fellas. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see me live on Twitch or whatnot, you want to hear my voice, my manly voice, you can check out the link in the description box. Anywho, that'll be it for now, yo. I'll see you guys later.